Hello everyone, this is the Magic Master, and welcome back to Christmas Countdown 2025, and specifically to Cyclic Nature. This is episode 5. We are currently on the second level of, I don't know how many. I want to say 15, but that feels wrong. That feels like too many levels. But it might be 15. Either way, we're not super far through. We spent the last episode mostly doing this one puzzle that I can show you right here. This took half an hour. And then we did this one in the last like 3 minutes. So today we are carrying on with that challenge by starting this one, Umbrella. Well, I say starting, I did have one go last time, but it was a very quick, not really thinking it was going to get done go, just in a kind of, well, you know, while we're here, we might as well try capacity. I don't think this is going to be right either, but I've arbitrarily decided that this is how this map starts. We're going to say for now that gray looks like this. That's not going to be right because then white's going to have this spot going nowhere. Okay, that can't be right. But, you know, now we know that. It's at the start. Maybe this will take us another half hour. Hopefully not, because I would like to be able to explore more of this map in the episodes that we have. And theoretically, if I stick to my goal that I set at the start of the series, we're a third of the way through Christmas Countdown already? Over a third of the way through. This is episode 5. But we'll see. Oh, I didn't mean to place that there. Okay, let's go back and reset again. Let's place the blocks at their start and end point so that we can kind of see at least some of the things placed down. We don't know where any of the paths go yet, but we at least know where all of them start and end. And it looks like this. I'm really tempted to cut through the middle of the brown, but I don't think that that's really an option. Because I'm fairly sure if I did that, it would make brown pretty much impossible, right? Like, let's say I pretended that brown went like this. Sorry, that white went like this. Then brown would have to go like this. Okay, so it is still a possibility, I suppose. We would then have black green down here. This doesn't work because it's touching itself, but you know, just for the sake of argument. Go like that. Yeah, okay. Theoretically, the title helps you with a clue, but like this one's called Anchored, and I don't really see an anchor in it. This one's called M, and I do see the M. I see the logic there. This one's called Framed. I can kind of see that. But I'm not entirely sure what an umbrella is going to look like in this context. So let's say brown goes like that. And then white goes like this. This doesn't work because now gray is going to be stuck there. It's going to have to have some income. Okay, that can't be right. That can't be right. Oh, we're so far away from the reset button now. I was doing this one all of last episode, so I'm used to just looking up and the reset button being right there. But no, not today. Let's see here. Let's say black goes through the middle of the grays. And then goes like this. I don't know if I'm going to have it go like that or like that yet, though, so we're going to leave that for now. But that could be, if we're doing an umbrella, right, that could be the handle. Meaning the actual umbrella part would have to come off of it. Maybe with the use of the brown? Where's the other gray? The other gray's here. So let's say the white comes through like this. And that the gray curves this way like this. That's not going to work because there's never going to be a reason to put anything up here. But I can kind of see where I was going with it, you know, it would look something like that. Where's the other light gray? That could just curve around the handle like this. I kind of like the handle. I want to leave the handle, so I think black is maybe right like that. Because I think that's believably an umbrella's handle, you know? Let's send the white like this to force black to put some more effort in. Oh no, that's not going to work because now it's going to have to over... No, wait. Oh, I haven't even finished the black string yet. Okay, never mind. Yeah, and it can't go like that because of that, so it's going to have to go... Okay. Okay. Well, I still like my idea for black, so I'm going to stick with my idea. I'm going to say that it looks like this. That's what black looks like. It's probably not, but you never know. It could also come up here and then go down the way. You know, cutting through both. I don't know. However, if that one's done like that, then brown is going to have to be like that. Let's place these so that we can see easier where the pieces we're looking for are. Let's still pull light gray down here. And then let's pull this gray down here. That's not going to work. I can already see that that's not going to work, but oh well. We're committed now, so we're saying it goes like this. It pulls itself all the way up to the top, where it then connects in like that. Okay, but if that's how we're saying that goes, then the black can't go like this, because it would completely cut off the brown from itself. But we have already established this is wrong, so like, really anything could still happen. Anything here could still be right. Oh, that's all the pieces connected. Okay, so that's a vision. It's not the right one, but it is a vision for sure. Let's try black the other way with it pulling through both the gray and the brown and see if we can then figure out where the other pieces would go if we assume that to be true. Because I think really that's what would make this puzzle a little easier, is if we were just given the first answer, you know? This one definitely goes like blah or blah. Okay, so this could go like that or like that. I'm going to say like this. No, this can't be right because now there's no way to ever send anything there. Okay, so that can't be right. Oh boy, here we go again. So how else could I link these? I could send this one like that, but I think I've tried that before. And then because of the way brown is situated, brown would have to snake around like this. Which, yeah, now this space is never ever going to be filled. Because there's no reason to anymore. Other than the obvious reason of there can't be empty space. So that's not going to work. What else have we got? I still feel like my black is my best guess. Like, this looking like this feels right to me because it feels like an umbrella handle, you know? So let's say it goes like this. That's a little bit different than what I did before, but it's still the same idea, you know? I don't think this can work because there's no way that I'm ever going to send anything there. So I don't think that can be right. I think black has to be wrong. As much as I like my fancy version of black, I don't think it works for the prompt. Okay, let's put these back down, see if looking at it from above again gives us anything. It probably won't, but you never know. What's the easiest, like, most straightforward way to connect black would just be like that. But it leaves all of this empty space that we have nothing to do with. What if I send brown going all the way around? Like, really, really give brown the long way around to get back to itself. Coming up here. Do I cut through? No, because if I do that, there's not going to be any way. So I'm going to say that one just stays like that. And this goes like this. Connects to itself like that. That leaves white in a kind of sticky situation where it's going to have to try and escape like this. Gray is going to have to come this way around. I know this can't be right, by the way. I'm just keeping going with the vision anyway. And then I think that's all the pieces connected, right? Just with a huge chunk of empty space. But do any of these look like they could be right for an umbrella? Not really. Okay, reset again. Rolled back up on concrete powder. Oh boy. Let's say that gray cuts through here again, but then doesn't go. That's gonna force brown to go like this. Let's make brown the outline for the whole picture. Now it looks like that. Can this possibly be right? I feel like the answer is no. But for the sake of argument, we're going to pretend that it's not a guaranteed no yet. We're going to walk it around this way. I do actually think I can theoretically go the whole way around and connect it back up without breaking any of the rules. I can. Does this look like an umbrella? Not really. I don't think there's ever going to be a reason to fill in this spot, though, so I don't think that was the right move. But it was a move that I did just make. Where's the other white spot? Here. Well, if we're in keeping with tradition, we'd go the whole way through. But we actually can't because we'll hit the black. So we're just going to send black like this up the corner. Well, then we can send white the whole way around. Might as well, while we're here. Okay, this is so close to being full. Like, it's not right, but it is very close. Done. Perfect. No, don't feel like opening. Shame. Okay, reset. Recollect all of the pieces that I just wasted. Oh, I forgot one. There we go. Okay, to save this being another video of half an hour spent on the same thing, I'm just gonna skip ahead until I've, like, almost solved it, and then we'll do the next one together, and, you know, we'll keep doing like that, because otherwise we're just gonna be here forever doing the same puzzles over and over. And we spent a full video doing that last time, so I don't want to do it again. So I'm gonna skip ahead until I've finished this puzzle. See you in a second. Okay, guys, I think I've got it. I might be wrong. But I did this brown thing again because I liked the brown thing and I wanted an outline. And then I decided to pull this through the grey too because I kept pulling the black through the grey and I decided that wasn't working. So I thought, well, what if we try pulling the grey through the dark grey through the light grey? And I think this is fillable in, right? Because now white has to go this way. Like that. And then if we pull black like that. Hell yeah. Woo! Okay. That's another one down. What's next? Snake. I would call this whole game Snake, but I don't really see how it looks like an umbrella. Other than, I think this is meant to be the handle. Because I think I was kind of right with black on, like, that's the umbrella handle. So I think this is the handle. Oh, I can kind of see it. Okay, I can kind of see it. It's from this angle, right? Yeah. Okay. Snake, unfortunately, is extraordinarily vague, and so probably isn't going to help us figure out what the picture is supposed to look like from name alone. We've got another color added in with pink. What are you? You're light gray. You're light gray. You're gray. Where's the other gray? Over here. Okay, so this is what we've got. In the space we've got to fill in. I'm going to try it a couple times, and if I can't do it again, if I can't do it, like, relatively quickly again, I'm going to do the same thing we did before and skip ahead till I think I've solved it. Because it will save this video being 6 hours long. We've got to give it at least a few attempts before we go there. Excuse me. Well, this can't just hug the wall because white's in the way. It could hug the wall until then. Let's say pink is just a straightforward path. It just goes like this. And then like this. And then let's fill in the black. And see if it's still going to be possible to do or not. And the answer is no, because only one of them will be able to get out of there. So that can't be right. So reset. White only has two possible directions. It can go out towards here where it... Let's try this. Let's say white is the obvious path, which would force black to at least look like this. And then I think it's also going to force pink to look like this, purely because we don't want to leave the empty space that would come otherwise. Light gray can go there. Pink skull is here. White skull is... White. I already did white. White skull's done. Light gray skull is all the way over there. So do we think that pink goes back down this way? Possibly because dark gray is going to have to go somewhere. Like, gray and black are going to have to meet somewhere in the middle if we're going like that. Brown's over here. Oh, that's not where I meant to put that, so that might have messed us up. But for now, we'll assume it hasn't until we figure out otherwise. If we... Let's just connect pink here. I don't think we can. I think connecting pink there has to be wrong. Oh no, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. No, white was done! I had no reason to continue. Okay, I've messed this one up. We're going to try again from that same idea, but without doing as many stupid things this time. Okay, white, we're going to say, just is a straight path from there to there. Black, therefore, has to go like this because it's its only option up until this point. So black, at the very least, has to look like that. Pink doesn't actually have to go like that. We just decided it probably would last time because otherwise gray is going to loop on itself. But I think that logic still tracks, so I'm going to assume that it does at least up until this point. Pink can, in theory, just go straight in a line here, which would then actually send black this way and leave this space unfilled, so that can't work. We could send, let's say we do send black this way, up till here. We could then send pink this way like this, but that's going to leave that spot blank. So I don't think this can be right either, because there's nothing that's ever going to fill this spot now. But we'll keep going for now. Gray is now going to have to go like this, which is also going to force black to go like this. The other gray is all the way down there. Let's just connect those for now. Yeah, this is definitely not right. I'm also going to run out of blank concrete powder here, but that's okay because we're way off track anyway. Where is black? All the way down there. It would have to come down here. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. Okay. I think that's the first time I fully run out of a color. We're gonna give it one more attempt, and then we're just gonna skip ahead till I figure something out. But let's see. Let's really try and think about this attempt, because I would like to be able to solve it on screen rather than jump ahead. I just don't want to be sitting here. Well, I mean, I'm sitting here either way. I don't want you guys to be sitting here an hour later. I don't want to be fair. I don't want to be sitting here watching it upload for a century because I tried to upload a several hour-long video when my internet speed is terrible. Okay, so this is going to go here. This here. The stuff we know. Put these down because we know all of these to be true. They are the only things that we are given, but they are information that we are given, and so we need to take full advantage of it. The map at some point, in some way or another, has to have those in that spot. Those belong there. We know that. Is there anything we can say for sure has to go one way right at the start? I don't think so. Oh, maybe actually. I think this has to go... No, it could go that way or that way. Something else has to pull this, though, because otherwise it's going to get stuck. We could have white pull it, but I think we've done that before. We could have pink pull it. I don't think we've done that. Let's have pink pull it. Let's say that pink goes like this. We could also have black do it, which would make some amount of sense because black starts in the corner anyway. So then let's say that gray goes this way. That's gonna get stuck. Like I can pull white in easy enough. Okay, no, that's not gonna get stuck. It is definitely wrong because now there's nothing that's ever gonna come down here. But nothing's actually stuck. Let's say black comes down this way then. Cutting off one of brown's points, although it's a point that it could never actually use. And this is going to trap gray in. That can't be right because it completely traps gray. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead again until I feel like I've probably solved it. Because I am bad at these puzzles, as it turns out. So, see you in a second. Actually, I should refold these first. No, I can refold. What am I doing? Okay, see you in a second. Okay, I'm not entirely sure I've got it yet, but I'm almost out of black concrete powder, so I want to show you what I've got so far. I've got most of it done. So we've got white going the most obvious way possible. I like to assume one of them goes the most obvious way possible because it makes the rest less confusing. And then that kind of forced black up here. We've got gray going over here. We've got pink over here. So now we've got three colors left to join together. We've got the black, which has been, I'm guessing is our titular snake, if this is right, because it kind of snakes its way across the whole picture. We've got our gray. Nope, light gray's filled in. I mean our dark gray. The grays confuse me. Our dark gray comes like this and is almost there. That's where it's going. And we've got our brown, which goes like this and needs to go there. So both halves of the black, they have to meet up somewhere. Brown is going to have to go here because it's its only way out, which is going to force the gray out here, which is going to force our brown out again, but isn't going to force our gray this time. Black has to come out at least this far. Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to grab more black because I'm going to run out of black here and I'm fairly sure I'm going to need more. So let's fill back up on all of our pieces. Is there really more than a stack of black in just this one picture? Oh, what if I'm wrong? This took so long. Okay. Think this through, think this through. Black is forced up. It has to come out here. And then I think it's going to have to go like this. The brown isn't connected, and that's going to cut off the brown, so I can't do that. I could send the brown, no, because then the black's going to get cut off. And then gray can't just go like this because it will completely cut off both. So what if gray went like that? No, because it'll get stuck. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong. I'm not sure this actually is doable. I thought I was onto something, and now I'm not sure I was. Like, because if I do that, black's just stuck. If I pull black that way, is gray going to get stuck? I think so, because I was going to say I could pull the brown through the other direction. Okay, never mind. We're going to skip ahead again. I'll try and figure it out again. I was so sure I had it. I think we're close again. I went from the other side this time, and now we're here, and these look Close. I'm scared I'm going to get myself soft-locked again, though. Because right now these keep forcing themselves, forcing each other to go a certain direction. But now here it's going to have to go like this, which is still going to force black that way. I think it's actually going to force black to go like this. Then can we just connect the gray up? Wait. I think that's it. I think that's it. Please be right, please be right, please be right. Oh, missed one. Yeah, okay. There we go. Black is definitely our snaky guy. Although light gray has a run for its money too. Okay, that took forever. One more. We have to do this one. I know we're already at the half-hour mark, but we have to do this one so that at least next episode we can start in a different room full of snake puzzles. It might not seem like a big change. It does in fact need over a stack of black wool, by the way. It might not seem like a big change, but you know, that change of scenery will be nice after spending the last 2 full episodes in here. And a little bit of the episode before that, too. We've spent a long time in this room. Okay, so, zigzag. Or zag-zig. Inevitably is going to be about the line. So, the most obvious way to do this is like this. Maybe this is an easy one. Like, when I just see this, this is what I want to do. So that that goes like that. White goes like this. That's like gray. I think this might work, you know. This might be one of the quick ones. I think that's it. I think we did it. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oh, this has refilled itself again. Okay, let's just chuck them all unceremoniously on the floor. And then go check out the next room. We don't have time to solve anything in the next room, I don't think. Because, as I said, we're already at half an hour. But I would like to see it. I would like just something more colorful, hopefully. We've got this gem room. It looks pretty colorful from the outside when we look at the flower. Oh, there's only one thing in here. Onion. I'm noticing there's no wool here whatsoever. Does it need all of the colors? I think it might need all of the colors. Let me go back and grab all the stuff we just discarded. Or actually, no, I guess we'll need fresh. Okay, let's go on a quick shopping list for colors. And then match up what colors we need to what ones we don't, because hopefully we don't need literally all the colors. Or else we're gonna be here a long time next time. Come in here, where I'm fairly sure you'll have some lovely colorful, I was gonna say clay, but it's not clay, it's concrete powder. Thank you. And finally the fiery room, which is actually the first one we did. Remember when we spent our time in here? Remember how quickly we breezed through all of these ones? Those were the days. Those were the days. Okay, so next time we are going to be tackling the onion. The final puzzle in this section, I assume, unless there is something in the tree, actually. I didn't consider that. There might still be something in the big tree. That would be concerning. Onion. I mean, should we have a go? Is it even worth having a go? Like, we're not going to manage it first time. I think it does need literally every color we have, which is worrying. A lot of these are like touching each other at least, which will limit where they can go. Because when they start forcing each other in the same places, then you at least have a direction point, you know? Where is the other gray? There must be another gray. Oh, there. Like, maybe they all hug each other the whole way through, which would be convenient. Oh, orange is allowed to touch itself. Interesting. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Pink and pink. Black and black. That's not where I meant to put that. Oh no. Okay, never mind then. In between episodes, I will set this up so that they're all in the right place. But that is all the time we have in this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, Team Challenge.